Excuse me just a moment. I could use the levels, you know. So, anyway. Floor here is done pretty well. I'm going to do this now and get this out of the way, and ta-da! The table of enchanting is here. Yes, I'm going to put all the bookshelves across there. The second layer is going to go on top of that. All I need now is heaps of leather. So that'll be fun. Actually, whilst I'm here, I didn't bring any lapis, did I? Ugh, back to the house. Alright, so I'm back. Let's have a look at what we got at the moment. So I'm gonna go for the pickaxe first. My one and only diamond pick. Efficiency 1. I might as well just use the one on it. I'm an enchanter. Alright, I'll keep hold of that. What about thing? That thing, sharpness 1. I mean, I might as well. Sharpness 1 diamond sword. Can I do anything else? No, can't do anything else. Oh well, the sharpness 1 will do for now. And once I actually get this thing properly kitted out, then I'll be able to make some extraordinarily good gear. That's pretty good. Okay, so yeah. Sort of done with the sides. I'm going to make a start on making this area of the tower. I'm going to make that go up a bit further, and then it's going to close off in a dome. Have a nice little... how tall do I want to make that tower? And another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fix up all this path, and then I'm going to have a proper path going all the way through the town back to what will be, when I'm finished with it, will be my remodeled mansion, which will be really, really cool when that's done. And they're going to have the rest of a village here, so that's going to be pretty cool. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is carry on with this. It's not going to be done anytime soon because I need to work on getting those cows, because I'm going to definitely need them. I think what I'm going to do is once I've actually finished off the structure of this and the flooring too, then I'm going to leave it for now, and then I'm going to concentrate on getting all that leather, because I'm going to need it. I think there were some cows over there, or there were when I was on yesterday. But yeah, I'm going to have that. I don't know if I should dome it off there, or should I keep going up with a tower, like a big spire. Part of me wants to do the spire, but again, it's quite difficult to do. But yeah, we're not here to do things the easy way, are we? This is me you're talking about. So I think we have a new world record. It took halfway through the second episode to break out creative mode, mainly because I needed to do some corrections way up high to try and make it somewhat symmetrical. I mean, it's still not symmetrical, but I know what the hell am I going to do? Anyway, which brings me on to the topic of the floor, because I found, amongst all the other glazed terracottas, these two. You got the regular grey terracotta and the cyan terracotta terracotta blocks, and the darker grey one, I really like that, and the cyan one too, even though it's kind of got a creeper face in there, but that's really annoying, because I've already made a start with that one, in survival mode, but finding this I also found prismarine as well. I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't like that anymore. I thought that would be a nice, highlight to break up some of the monotony. Don't quite like it, so that's gonna go. And then there's the dark prismarine, which I guess could potentially fit in with this build, maybe like on a roof feature. But I'm probably gonna leave that for now. But these two here, the regular grey, because that's light grey. Those tiles are light grey, and then this is just the regular grey, and I really like that, to be honest. Which is damn annoying. Damn annoying indeed. Okay, I'm going to go back to survival now. Okay, perhaps I should explain. So, this being a multiplayer server, this is also primarily is a survival server. Although there are some elements of, custom things in there, like the shop that Netgirl is working on. But again, this is primarily a survival server, and honestly, I don't really like, at least in multiplayer servers like this, I don't really like using creative mode at all. I'm going to say this. I'm going to make sure to keep the use of creative mode to a minimum because, you know, it's kind of cheating because I could just spawn in whatever I want. You know, I could spawn in 64 diamond blocks because I'm really short on diamonds. But I'm not going to do that because, again, it's cheating. And I really want to try and avoid that. So I'm going to keep the use of creative mode to an absolute bare minimum. Only really for like for example in the temple that I'm building, that's just, you know, there was some corrections I needed to do at the top. That's the only reason I use that. I'm not going to be using it to spawn in whatever I want, especially those grey terracotta tile blocks, the darker grey one. I really like those, but again, I'm not going to do that. I desperately need black ink because I want to do black stained glass on the smaller windows and then white glass for the larger ones. But again, I'm not going to be spawning in those because, again, I would call that cheating. It probably, you know, isn't cheating, but that's what I think of it, at least anyway. So the rest of this build is going to be done as near as it makes no difference entirely in survival mode because, you know, that's the way to do it. So I'm going to be really honest with you. It is now much later, and I have a few things to show you. First of which is it is done. The Tower of Enchanting is done, and I am actually pretty happy with this so far. If it was night, I'd be able to show you a little bit of it more in a bit more detail, but actually let's go have a look. So we have the tower done. It is all lit up with all of the lanterns up there. It feels a bit dark, to be honest. I'll fix that in a bit. But anyway, we have our enchanting table. We have our 16 bookshelves, even though you only really need 15, but I thought, you know, 16's, it makes it nice and symmetrical, and it looks pretty cool. And then just behind that as well, we've got the anvil and a couple of chests as well, where I keep a couple of bits and pieces, and that's for future use and stuff. But yeah, the tower, I could probably do a little bit more interior decoration, but yeah, that's functionally, the tower is done, and I can now start level 30 enchanting, which includes this guy, sharpness 2 sword, and I do have, what else do I have? I have an efficiency 3 pickaxe at home as well. But again, that is the tower. The tower is now all done. But to be honest with you, that is not all that is done at the moment. I've made another little start on the village as well, including upgrading my house in the background. So let's go and have a look at that. It has been probably about a week since I've been on. Well, a week since the last video, and I've tried to made a start on the town at least anyway. So I made this little dock where it's going to have lots of little stalls, you know, like fishmongers and boat stalls and all that sort of really cool and wonderful stuff. It's all well lit. Again, it's all still very basic because it's all still a work in progress. I was able to finish the enchanting temple because these guys, they've got plenty of leather, and I should probably do need to feed them, and I need to plant all the seeds as well. But anyway, the house has changed quite a bit because, again, it was a bit basic at first, but again, right, this is all still a work in progress as well. So you can actually see the outline of the floor. This is where the house was before, and I've extended it to make it more, well, to make it square, and then that goes up and all that amazing stuff. I still need to move all my valuables. There's my efficiency 3 pickaxe. And just by also 4 diamonds as well. I need more diamonds. That's what I desperately need. A little bit more organization along here. But now, if we go upstairs, we have what will be the bedroom here, and I don't know what I'm going to use for space. But then we go up onto the roof terrace, and on the roof terrace, you get a nice view of. Whoop, I didn't know you could jump over that. You get a nice view of the whole town. Which is kind of the idea. Getting a nice view of the whole town from around here. But that is not all I have found, because I have also found shaders, including this one. Now this is the one I've been using for the past couple of days, or when I've actually constructing all of this bits and pieces, and it looks extraordinary. It genuinely looks extraordinary. The tower's gone. But again, I'm somewhat in love with this shader. It makes the lighting so much more realistic, and it includes a depth of field filter as well, but I've actually got that turned off at the moment because you know, it's amazing for photographs, but it's quite annoying to actually, you know, use in the just using every day. Look at the water. The water is extraordinary. Love it. If you go into the water, it just makes things look so much more realistic. And it's super cool, and I love it. And the lens flare as well, you know, and all that. Let's have a look at the tower. Put it in the render distance, because I had to turn down, in order to get the performance running, well, to get it running quite well, I had to turn down the chunk distance, whatever. I don't even know what it is now. What is it now? 16. I could probably drop that down a bit further to make it run a bit better. But actually, now let's go and turn on the depth of field, the thing that I was actually most looking forward to with this sort of texture pack, and that's dropped performance a little bit more, but again, it makes it just look so much better. Now, if you go up here, and if you focus on this torch, for example, everything else in the background blurs out. It's so cool. It's so cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But yeah, that's what I've been up to the past couple of days. Well, a couple of days, I'd say, probably a week or so. Since the last video as well. So now that the temple is done, future plans include the rest of the village. I'm going to make a start on the rest of that as well. Improving my house, because I want that to look like really cool. Matching somewhat a similar-ish theme to the temple, but not quite like that. But yeah, that has been what I've been up to. I mean, it's been a really good couple of days that I've actually been able to finish this. But yeah, I'm going to probably sign off for this video, and in the next video I'm going to start progressing a little bit more, and I want to get my financial situation under control. And by that I mean I need more diamonds and probably some more emeralds as well. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.